brush the mic a little bit with the dangling string thing. And this bookmark is also a gift from a family member, but from my mom this time. We're gonna move on to paper bookmarks, like more classical bookmarks, and this is just a collection of bookmarks from all the bookshops that I went to, and there are a lot. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. You'll see. This one is a bookmark that I got when I bought a book from this publishing house here. It's a French publishing house that publishes a lot of translated foreign literature, European literature mostly, and it's pretty good. And this was a promotional bookmark that I got because I went to a signing by one of their authors, and that was also a promotional bookmark with the actual author and her book on it. The same publishing house, but with a picture of the author. And her book is really interesting. You should check it out if you speak French or German. And her name is Dina Gregorcia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Sorry, but do check her out if you're interested. This is sort of like a modern gothic novel exploring like Romania's past, and it's kind of like vampires, but vampires are also like people who exploit resources and people, and I'm not gonna get into it, but it's really interesting. You should check it out. And then we have a bookmark from a bookshop that I went to, and it has a map of all the bookshops. It's like a chain of bookshops, so all of the bookshops that they have. And it's a pretty cool bookshop. It's called Dialogues, as you can see. Well, maybe not, because I don't know yet if I'm gonna reverse the video so that you can see what's written on the things. Maybe it would be better. Maybe I'll do that. I'll probably do that. Next bookmark is actually a vintage bookmark from the bookshop, The Abbey, that sells new and used English books in Paris. It's a very cool, like, old-timey bookshop with a lot of shelves and, like, overcrowded shelves with tons of old books on it. It's a very cool bookshop. And once I went there, and I bought just a random fantasy book that was used, but not even that old. It was probably, like, went out in 2000 or something. But inside the book, there was this bookmark. And when I went to the till to pay, they were like, "Oh my god, this is actually a really old bookmark. It's a vintage bookmark that we got. It's really cool that it was in your book, so we're gonna give it to you, but usually we don't give out these bookmarks because they're so rare now." And I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." So I keep it, and I try to take very good care of it because honestly, it's just a piece of paper. It's very fragile, which is a shame because it's very convenient. Not too thick, not too rigid, so you can put it in books and stay there publishing house that publishes like children's tales and children's stories with like illustrations. And I was just talking with the people who were who had their little table with their books and just waiting for people to talk to them, and I talked to them a little bit, and they gave me this bookmark, which is really cool. And then I have this bookmark from an LGBT bookshop in Paris. One of the only ones, I think. And there it is. And this is the one that I kept, but actually, they give out bookmarks every time you buy a book, and I bought a lot of books there. So, I had too many bookmarks. I think I lost some of them, but I didn't even mind because I have so many. Anyway, this one is another bookshop. It's a bookshop that's called The Red Angle. So, you can see it. It's red and angly. Is that a word? I don't know. And I'm studying literature and I don't even know. Anyway, it's a very, very cool bookshop as well. I'm gonna say that for every single one of them, but I love bookshops so much. They're the best place ever, usually. However, sometimes I don't have access to a bookshop that has the book I want. And that's why I used to order on Book Depository. And when you receive your order, you get bookmarks. So I think I have a couple of their bookmarks. And usually it has like promotional stuff on it. It was very convenient because you could get your books delivered anywhere in the world, and it was free shipping. But unfortunately, I think they closed now. I received an email that was like, "Oh, sorry, we don't work anymore," which is really a shame. But I'll find other ways to get new books. Next one is this bookshop. That's very minimalist bookmark, with a little quote on the back that says, "I stepped out from the promenade at Portobello, with its iron railings painted the happy green color of pistachio ice cream, down to the level of the sea, to look it dead in the eye. Today, the sea is a mirror." And this is by Charlotte Runcie in Salt on Your Tongue, as you can see here. And this is a bookmark from the Portobello bookshop. That makes sense. In Edinburgh. Well, near Edinburgh. On the beach. Well, near the beach. And it's also a very cool bookshop, but I didn't enjoy it as much as some others, because I like when bookshops are like very, very cozy and sort of like wooden bookshelves and stuff. And this one was more like minimalist decoration and white bookshelves, like kind of like IKEA vibes, to be honest. And I didn't enjoy it as much, but their book selection was amazing and they were really nice. I just didn't enjoy the decorations as much. The next bookmark is just some random bookmark that I got when I bought books at the train station. So I don't know this is another bookshop bookmark that I got in Smith & Son. As you can see, oops, it was backwards. Yeah, nothing much to say about this one. It's a bookshop that I go to sometimes. There we go. This one is bookmark that I got at a bookshop that sold foreign books, and it has a very cute cat illustration on it. And I do like it, but it's kind of wide, like, compared to other bookmarks. So sometimes it's too wide for the book that I'm reading if it's a paperback or a really small paperback. Yeah. Next bookmark is from a book and translation festival in France that I went to last year and this year too, but this is the bookmark from last year. Yeah, that's just a random bookmark. I don't think the color is that good. It's not very satisfying to me, but you know, that's fine. Next bookmark is, I don't remember where I got it, but it's a promotional bookmark for Casey McQuinston's books. So on one side there's One Last Stop, and on the other Red, White, and Royal Blue. And I know they're supposed to be really good and really cute, but I'm gonna confess something, I haven't actually gotten around to reading them yet. I do want to, but I just never seem to find the time, and I have tons of stuff to read for uni and everything, so there's always something that's more urgent, sadly. But yeah, so on one side we have Red, White, and Royal Blue, and it says, what happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? Which is a very good question. And on the other side it's One Last Stop, a big-hearted romantic comedy that will stop readers in their tracks. Yeah, I think it's a love story that starts when the protagonists are on the train or the subway, because I think it's in New York. It's definitely set in the US, but I don't remember where. But yeah, they're supposed to be really good. If you like young adult romance books, go for it. Next bookmark is from another bookshop in Edinburgh, which is the Lighthouse bookshop, and it is an amazing bookshop that I love. I went there a ton of times, and I think I have lots of other bookmarks from there, but this is the one that I chose for this video. It has a quote by Angela Davis. It says, "You have to act as if it were possible to radically transform the world, and you have to do it all the time." Which is, I mean, true, but hard to do sometimes. Anyway, but yeah, it's a really cool indie, radical bookshop that I really love. Next bookmark is from the Shakespeare and Company bookshop in Paris, and it has a really cool cat that's at the window in front of books on it. It's very soft, and on the back it says, "The cat does not offer services, the cat offers itself," by William S. Burroughs in The Cat Inside. They really do love cats in bookshops. I love cats too, but I think I like dogs better, a little better. I love both, but I do love dogs as well. But then sunshine, the bells are ringing, and everyone else is sleeping. I don't really know what this is a reference to. And on the top it says, "Be not inhospitable to strangers, lest they be angels in disguise." Which is a really cool way of thinking, but also, even if they were not angels, you should probably be hospitable to them. But I guess that's the point. But yeah, it's another bookmark. I don't like the illustration as much, but I do like the quote. And I do love having tons of bookmarks. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed.